Imagine falling 18,000 feet through the freezing darkness, with no parachute, and somehow surviving. This really happened. On the night of March 24, 1944, 21-year-old Royal Air Force Flight Sergeant Nicholas Alkemade was the rear gunner aboard a Lancaster bomber called Werewolf. The aircraft was returning from a massive bombing raid on Berlin, when shortly before midnight, a German Junkers Ju-88 night fighter attacked from below. Cannon fire ripped through the Lancaster. The right wing and fuselage exploded into flames. The pilot, James Arthur Newman, ordered the crew to bail out. But Alkemade had a terrifying problem. Inside the cramped rear turret, there wasn't room to wear his parachute. It was stored elsewhere in the fuselage and had to be attached to his harness when needed. He fought his way toward it. Then he saw it. His parachute was already on fire. Flames burned his face and hands. His oxygen mask began melting. Fire spread into the turret. He had two choices: burn alive or jump. Alkemade chose the darkness. He rotated the turret, opened the doors, and did a backflip into the night. No parachute, no backup, just thousands of meters of empty air. He later recalled seeing the stars above him as he fell. Then, nothing. He lost consciousness. 3 hours later, he opened his eyes. He was lying in a German pine forest. He had crashed through the branches and landed in approximately 18 inches of snow. His parachute had never opened. His injuries? Burns and cuts from the aircraft, bruising, and a badly twisted knee. No broken bones. But the unbelievable part wasn't over. German authorities initially accused him of lying. They couldn't believe anyone could survive such a fall. Then they searched the forest. They found his discarded harness. And when the wreckage of Werewolf was examined, his parachute's ripcord and cable were still inside their storage container. The story was confirmed. Of the 7 men aboard Werewolf, Alkemade was one of only 3 survivors. 4 of his crewmates were killed. Alkemade became a prisoner of war and was eventually liberated. He later survived several other serious accidents after the war. Nicholas Alkemade died in 1987, aged 64. But one fact remains almost impossible to believe. A 21-year-old airman fell roughly 3.5 miles from a burning bomber, without a parachute, and lived. Sometimes history doesn't need Hollywood. History is already unbelievable. If this story amazed you, like and subscribe to Against All Odds for more unbelievable human survival stories.